Last summer, we started our first annual kids-only press conference. And the idea is that we bring players here to get questions from all of you. No adults allowed. To start off our big program, I'd like to introduce a few of our players to you, okay? How's that sound? All right. We thank everybody for coming, and we want you to have a wonderful day, okay? Let's start with Oswaldo Cabrera. He's coming, I promise. Yeah, see, I told you guys, just trust me. You can come right here, Oz. We have Clarke Schmidt with us. Clarke, come on out. Will Warren, Willie, come on out, man. And the big dog, Gerrit Cole. Gerrit, come on out for the kids.
Gerrit Cole, what would be like your funniest teammate? And do you have a story to tell us?
I like that.
That's a really good question.
Start.
Funniest teammate. Oh man, who makes us laugh the most? Clarke makes us laugh a lot. Clarke makes us laugh a lot. He's got a lot of witty reactions in the dugout when the opposing team is not playing really well. He likes to let them know with his words and his sounds. If, for example, if you were an opposing pitcher for the other team and you threw a ball way outside, you might hear out of the corner of your ear, "Whoa!" Or if you threw it a little bit too low, again, it might be, "That ball was down and low. Gonna need to bring it up." So he's always keeping it light for us in the dugout.
My name's Aiden,
What's up, Aiden?
and I want to ask Gerrit Cole, how was his first home run?
My first home run was amazing.
Love this question.
That's a great question. It was at Wrigley Field. It was in the 7th or 8th inning. I was pitching really well. Saw a fellow by the name of Blake Parker. Served me up a nice 93-mile-an-hour fastball. I hit it off the back fence in left field, and I ran around the bases so fast and totally forgot what had happened. When I got to the dugout, nobody gave me any high fives. What the heck is that all about? That's all right. They just waited a couple minutes, but it was awesome. It's a great feeling. You never feel the ball leave your bat.
Do you flip the bat?
I did not flip the bat, no. And my trot looked like I'd never done it before. So
Now, in fairness, I saw Gerrit talking to Aiden earlier before the press conference, so that might have been a planted question.
Oh no.
I don't recall that at all, Jason.
My name's Connor, and Oswaldo, if you were to give your younger self advice, what would it be?
Advice? Ooh, what a question, brother. I love that one. I think my best advice that I had when I was young is never stop dreaming. I think I was a dreamer when I was a kid, but obviously everything that I had on mind or what I want to be when I grew up or what model I want to be like, I just go for work hard the most that I can to get that dream coming true.
My name is JJ. What's the best piece of advice you've ever had?
Ooh, I mean, that's another
Deep question.
Yeah, deep question right there. I think from my dad, coming from my dad, JJ. When I was young, I was a little frustrated. Frustrated, that's a good word? Frustrated. Frustrated. Because I was small guy, little fat guy, you know, like not the best shape in my town. And I was making tryouts when I was young, 14, 15 years old. And my dad came one day to me and he was like, "Man, you are in the right spot that you want, and you have just to enjoy everything that you do. If you don't enjoy what you're doing, you're gonna have bad moments, you know?" So I was making tryouts, like getting everything on my mind. Since that advice that my dad gave to me, I've been enjoying thing that I love, that is play baseball, and just play the most hard possible, but also never forget that I have to enjoy, because at the end of the day, this is a game. So I have to have fun. I have to enjoy to do what I want.
And what's your favorite food after a game?
Let's start with the food, and his first thing was everybody should answer this question.
Got it.
Favorite food? Wow. I mean, that's a long list. I think after the game, maybe trying some carbs. So, or a steak. I would say steak is probably my favorite.
I would go with steak or pasta for sure. Lamb chops.
Arepas, no doubt.
Jacob, what's your favorite food?
Yeah.
Pizza.
That's a good one.
Same with Jason. Yeah.
My name is Mason. I have a question for all of you. What is your daily routine on a game day?
Well, I wake up for a night game sometime around 9:30 or 10, and then I eat, and then I try to. Well, usually my 2-year-old gets back, so then I play with him for a little bit, and then once he goes down for a nap, I try to eat again around 2 o'clock, and that'll be the last time I eat before I pitch like a full meal. So that's a big meal. I get in here around 3 or 4, and I write out my plan for the evening, and then I go over that with the coaches and the catcher. And then I get to the training room to get my stretching and my warm-up done in the weight room, and then take that out into catch play and then off the mound. And I'm done before the national anthem. And then yeah, I'm just waiting until the game starts at that point, trying to catch my breath.
Will?
Pretty similar. Wake up, breakfast, plan out, the game plan, what I want to do that night. Eat lunch, head to the field. Usually meet with the coaches and the catcher. Talk about what we're going to do, make sure we're on the same page. Then, I head in the training room, get in the chair, do some breathing exercises, go to the hot tub, cold tub, get dressed, head out, similar to Gerrit, throw, get done before the national anthem, come inside, and just focus on, what do we want to do with those first 3 batters and get ready to go.
Yeah, I'd say very similar to these guys. I mean, as far as starting pitching, I think our routine on the day-to-day, like when you're preparing for a start, is very similar. I would say mentality-wise is the biggest difference maker. I think for me, it's very stressful going out there and preparing for a start as a starter. You throw every 5 days, so your game's very built up and hyped up, and you're really excited and amped up to go out there. And so for me, I think trying to be as calm and as normal as possible in the first half of the day is important for me, and trying to treat it like a normal day. And those times when I'm really excited and amped up, I find myself getting in trouble more than anything else. So I try to be relaxed and calm, and then as we get closer to game time, really starting to lock in and limit the conversations and start to focus on what I'm trying to do out there.
I think for a position player is a little bit different, but what makes us be like similar, the most important is the food, right? Like for me, the most important, get my breakfast, get my lunch, like get really good food to get the protein in your body and play well that night. I don't want to explain you my routine is so long, but I think what makes us be like in the same like in the same page, the most important for me, and I know for my guys it's the same too, is get the meal in the right way.
For those guys pitching, are there any superstitions that go along with that routine on the day you pitch? Any of you guys? I don't know.
I get dressed the same way every time.
What do you mean?
Like right sock on, left sock on, shoes, uniform, belt, hat, walk out.
That's a superstition.
Yeah, I'm not like crazy super. I guess I am a little bit. Like I like to listen to the same music, or if I'm getting stretched on a training table and I threw well before, I want to go to that same training table, stuff like that. I want to, if I had a good outing the time before, I want it to feel the exact same going into it.
For
Thank
me,
you. Oh yeah, go ahead.
yeah,
Cap.
I think it's we're the opposite that I were the last day, the day before. So if I put a grease band today, tomorrow I have to go with a arm sleeve or something. And you guys know pirulín? I think you guys never tried that before. You know, I don't know if you know it. It's some Venezuela dessert. It's coming like it's kind of pirulín. It's kind of weird, but I try to get one every time that before play. I think that got superpower. That's my
Energy.
Hello, my name is Jalen Duran, and my question for all you guys is, how do you guys handle failures and setbacks?
For me, at least in my career, and I've found that my biggest failures and when I fall short of, the goal or how I imagined it, the outcome to happen is really when I bounce back the most after that, because I learned, you learn from your mistakes and you learn from your failures, and you're supposed to fail. I think it's something that's supposed to happen, especially in the game that we play. Baseball is so tough. I think it's how you respond to that failure and how do you keep showing up the next day and year after year and keep putting in the work. And, if you're determined and, it just adds to your story a little bit. I think when you have those failures and you succeed, it makes it that much sweeter when you really reach the end goal.
I think there's two components to it. I think the first one is you're not going to be happy after you lose, but continuing to be in that negative mindset, like I should have done better. I didn't fail. I'm the worst. Those are natural feelings, and those are going to happen. But the quicker we can move on from those, the better it's going to be helping you prepare for the next time you pitch. And then the second part of that is every time either one of us play, we have a process of how we personally evaluate how we went about what we were able to control that day. And so we talk about that, whether we have a good game or whether we have a bad game. So that aspect doesn't change no matter if we play well or if we don't play well, because we're always trying to get better. And if we don't play well, it's going to sting. How do we get to the next game sooner rather than later?
Hey, my name is Xavier, and what's your most memorable moment in pinstripes?
Good one. Garrett, why don't you start?
Starting game one of the World Series.
Yogi 62 homer. That's my favorite memory. Pinstripe.
Yeah, I'd say just being a part of the World Series, being able to start a game, just so much fun. Like playing in the playoffs with the guys that you go to battle with every single day. It's just that kind of brotherhood it's a lot of fun.
Will?
Probably taking the mound for the first time in Yankee Stadium.
Hi, my name is Landon. This one's for pitchers. How do you zone out the noise to focus or concentrate?
Ooh, good one. Clarke, you want that one?
Yeah, I think for me during before the game, I think it's when you start to flip the switch. Like we talked about earlier. Early. Throughout the day, you start to get in game mode a little bit, and I think limiting the conversations and starting to focus and really turning your focus and being hyper-focused on the game and what you're trying to accomplish out there. And then that kind of floods into the game when you're out there. When you're warming up, you're focused on your routines and your bullpen. And then, you go into the dugout before the game. You're limiting the conversations. You're very focused on what you're trying to do. And then you go out there and it carries over as well, where if, the noise gets a little loud and you get some base runners on and you start to have a little bit of that self-doubt and wondering if I can get out of this situation, just always have that belief that, you prepared for this moment and just understand that you're capable of getting out of any moment that you go through.
You will get distracted too. How quickly can you refocus?
Hi, my name is Arlington. Who's the biggest diva on the team?
Biggest diva?
Diva, did you say?
I mean, Clarke Schmidt. I don't know. I feel like he's a scapegoat right now. Any controversial question, I'm going to go with Clarke Schmidt. Yeah.
Hi, my name is Elijah Walcott, and this is a question for the pitchers. Why did you choose to be a pitcher?
It chose us.
Couldn't hit.
Yeah, we can't hit.
They can't. They can't hit. They can't hit. When I got to college, they didn't let me hit. You know, they just. I don't know what happened. It was a mistake. You'll have to ask them.
Hi, my name is Sarah. How are you?
Good, Sarah. How are you?
Good.
Good.
I have a few questions
Okay.
to ask you. My first question is how long have you been playing for the Yankees?
Okay. Let's stop there and let Giz can rattle this off.
This is my 6th season.
1 and some change.
Will, when were you drafted?
2021.
This is I debuted in 2020, so my 5th year.
So I signed in 2015, but my debut in 2022.
You want one more, Sarah?
My second question, what position do you play? Thank you for answering my question.
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you.
I pitch, Sarah.
I'm a pitcher.
Pitcher.
I'm a pitcher.
Pitcher too? Nice. I'm a
Yeah.
pitcher, shortstop, second base, third
What
base, first base, center field, left field, right field. Let's catch it.
They're laughing, but that's the truth, right? Right?
Hi, my name is Emma Denig, and what is your best baseball advice you ever got?
Who wants that? One guy.
Will Warren does.
Willie, go ahead.
Kind of going off of what Cabby said a minute ago. I think the best advice that I got is this is a game. We all love it. That's why we're still doing it. And we've been blessed to be in this situation. But the highs and lows, they're going to happen. But at the end of the day, it's a game. You got to enjoy it. And every time I take the mound, I remember when I was sitting in y'all's seats playing a game with all of my friends, just like I am right now.
Hi, my name is Naz, and my question is, what's your favorite stadium to play in and why?
Favorite stadium? Garrett, you've been around the longest. Would you take that one?
Yeah, I'm very partial to Yankee Stadium. I have to be honest. I have a few other stadiums that are really great. Pittsburgh is a sleeper. It's where I started my career. It's a beautiful place to visit. So is San Diego, San Francisco, Dodger Stadium. Those are a few of my favorite parks, and Wrigley Field as well is very historic, along with Fenway.
Hi, my name is Alex, and I have a question. What was the biggest success you had this year?
This year? Will, you want that one?
Yeah, I struck out 10 against the Rangers and got the win, so that was pretty fun. We won.
Yeah.
Nice job, Will.
Nice going, Willie.
I'm Madeline, and my question is, what lesson did you learn from playing baseball?
Lesson?
What lesson have you learned from playing baseball?
Or playing baseball, move on. You can do anything about what happened before. You can do anything about for the past. So just move on. What's next? What can I do to get better? I think that's the best thing that I learned from baseball.
Hi, my name is Jason.
My question is,
Is there a favorite team?
is his favorite team
You like to play
you to play
against with?
with,
Against with?
against with,
And why?
and why?
Is there a favorite team you like to play against with? And why?
And why?
Favorite team you like to play against?
I always enjoy going to Anaheim. That's where my folks are.
Hi, my name is Olivia, and my question is, who inspired you to play baseball?
I'd say it's a combination of my folks and the four guys on the Sports Illustrated right there.
My name is Nyla, and why do you like playing with the Yankees?
What's not to like? I think it's the best job in the world. So, yeah.
This to everyone. What are your greatest achievements? Oh, by the way, Gerrit Cole. I have the same. My name is Cole, so I'm sorry. Your last name is my first name. Just wanted to throw that out there. But
it's a strong name, sir.
Thank you.
What was the question?
Yeah, but what are your greatest achievements, baseball-wise?
Greatest achievements. Who wants to answer for the group?
Garrett's done some good things.
My greatest achievement is a Cy Young Award, 2023.
My question is, why do you guys hate the Red Sox? And do you guys say swing, batter, batter, swing, or is that just in cartoons? I gotta know.
Ma'am, that's from Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Those are two great questions. What was your name?
Judah.
Judah?
Yeah.
Thanks for those questions.
That's from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. You'll watch that soon. It's coming up in your life. It's a big moment. And the Red Sox, we're always in each other's way. I think that's the main gig. You know, they gave us Babe Ruth. That was a huge mistake, and you didn't know that. They traded us Babe Ruth. Yeah. But most of the time we're in the division, and we're trying to beat them a lot, and they're usually very, very good.
So, hey, batter, swing is that's no, right?
I mean, I throw that out there.
Yeah, we're yelling a lot in the dugout and chirping, and I think the stuff that you guys are doing in Little League, we're doing up in the big leagues as well.
I think it's really corny.
Never mind, we might not be doing it.
Maybe not do it again.
My name is Quinn, and how do y'all deal with people that don't believe in you?
Good one.
Use it as an inspiration, I think. Like, you have to choose. Feel bad about it or feel like, okay, I'm going to show you that I'm going to get better for it.
And I think also you have to, at the end of the day, all that matters is what you believe. So if you believe in yourself, then that's pretty much all you need right there.
My name is Nevaeh, and when things get tough, how do you stay motivated?
Good one.
I think based on your prep and your, routine, like we talked about earlier, like you just fall back on that. You're gonna fail, especially in this game. Like we've said over and over again, like how can you get to the next one? How can you move on? How can I rely on my preparation to help me get better? And how do I learn from the failure?
My name is Skyla, and how do you stay humble when you're so successful?
I'd say that there's so much failure in our game and what we do that you can never get too high or too low because it's right, failing is right around the corner. So I think understanding that, success and when you accomplish your job, it's it's a fleeting feeling of, all right, I got to go out and do it again. So just continuing to stay focused and understanding that you can never get too high or too low.
My name is Josh, and what is your guys' favorite baseball player?
I love Derek Jeter growing up.
Go. We can go right around. That's a two-word answer.
Marwin Gonzalez for me.
Marwin Gonzalez. Clark, Will?
I grew up a Braves fan, so John Smoltz is.
I'm gonna do the fan favorite, Aaron Judge.
That's great.
It's my favorite too.
Yeah.
Yes.
I like that. Good answer.
My name is Noah, and what do you guys do if there's no games?
If I'm at home, I parent. If I'm on the road, I sleep.
Try to rest the most that I can.
Yeah, I like to eat a lot of food in the city. I go explore, find some good food.
Cab?
I try to rest the most that I can. It's a long season, so
Don't
all
wanna
day is not. It's not every day.
Don't want to leave you out, Willie. You gotta.
Same as Clark, dinner in the city.
My name is Matthew, and what does your number mean to you? Like, why do you have your number?
Yeah, I 45 is a number that a lot of pitchers, really good pitchers, wore. Pedro wore number 45. Bob Gibson wore number 45. So 34 is another number a lot of pitchers like to wear that were really good. 35 as well. So I think for me it was just trying to pick a number that represented a lot of great pitchers to me, and 45 was that one.
Anybody else with a special?
That's a number that the team gave it to me, so I had no choice.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Hi, my name's Tristan, and to all the pitchers, what was your best pitch, in your opinion?
Best pitch for the pitchers.
Fastball.
Fastball.
Curveball.
I'm not a pitcher, but fastball.
Fastball. Thank you all for coming. I should have given a shout out to the coaches and the parents and the chaperones for getting everybody here. Oh, you have a question?
Hey guys, sorry. Thank you. This is my son Ethan. He needs a little help asking his question.
Yep.
Ethan has a lot of nicknames, and I was just wondering if you guys could share what your nicknames are.
Venezuelan nickname El Reque. And here, Cabi. Aussie, Cabi.
Schmitty is mine.
W. I thought you were gonna say Wild Bill.
Yeah, it's Wild Bill,
It's
dude.
Wild Bill. That's your alter personality. Chef G or just G?
Yep. So before we go, I'm going to have our four guys step out here in the middle, and we're going to try and take a quick group photo with everybody, okay? Thanks, everybody, for coming, and enjoy the game, and thanks, guys, for being so patient.